Transportation is the silent infrastructure that supports every modern society. Airlines, shipping routes, railways, urban transit, global mobility platforms. People assume these systems are public, bureaucratic, or controlled by governments. But investigators discovered something else. The world's transportation networks are being quietly absorbed by elite financial groups, reshaping who moves, what moves, and how economies function. Movement is power, and that power has new owners. During the past decade, analysts noticed that transportation companies across multiple sectors were being purchased by the same private equity firms, the same investment funds, and the same sovereign wealth networks. Different industries, same buyers. The pattern revealed a coordinated takeover strategy hidden behind subsidiaries, shell structures, and global holding companies. Transportation didn't collapse, it was consolidated. Behind the scenes, a handful of financial groups gained stakes in major airlines worldwide. They influence pricing models, route optimization, fleet management, international partnerships, cargo allocation, and global scheduling. These investors own portions of multiple competing airlines, creating a silent network that shapes global air travel without public awareness. Airspace became an asset class. Railroads appear national, but the operating companies behind them increasingly belong to private conglomerates and foreign sovereign funds. These entities control freight routes, industrial transport, commuter pricing, maintenance schedules, and land corridors. Ownership of rail is ownership of the arteries that feed national economies. The public rides the trains, but private networks decide where they go. Governments facing budget crises sold highways, bridges, and toll networks to private investors. The result: rising toll prices, foreign ownership of national infrastructure, reduced transparency, exclusive maintenance contracts, and long-term concessions lasting decades. Control of movement shifted from public authority to corporate strategy. The roads remain the same. The ownership does not. Global shipping is now ruled by a handful of mega corporations with deep ties to elite financial stakeholders. They control freight pricing, cargo priorities, intercontinental routes, port docking rights, and logistics partnerships. Sea routes became controlled corridors, a silent influence over global trade. Ride-sharing apps and mobility services seem disruptive and innovative, but behind them sit elite investment groups that now control pricing algorithms, driver incentives, urban movement data, route mapping, and passenger flow analytics. Mobility becomes digital leverage. Who moves, when, and how is determined by code, not public planning. The future of transportation is shifting toward electric vehicles, autonomous driving, AI logistics, and digital fleet management. These technologies require massive capital, available only to elite investors and global corporations. Through patents, data rights, charging infrastructure, and software ecosystems, they will control the vehicles, the energy supply, the roads, and the digital networks. Autonomy is marketed as progress. It is also consolidation. Modern transportation generates enormous data streams, travel patterns, population density, route efficiency, economic flows, behavioral movement. These data sets are purchased, analyzed, and fed into predictive systems operated by elite stakeholders. Data becomes the invisible map of global movement control. Journalists who attempted to expose transportation takeovers faced familiar barriers: corporate denials, contracts sealed, subsidiaries dissolved, ownership hidden offshore, infrastructure deals classified, threats of litigation, access restricted. Transportation ownership remains opaque for a reason. Why take over global mobility? Because controlling transportation means controlling trade, migration, supply chains, economic flow, urban development, energy usage, national dependence, and crisis responses. Movement is the foundation of global power. Those who control transportation control the world. So the final question is this: is transportation still a public service or a private empire? Are we witnessing innovation or consolidation? Are we moving freely or moving through systems designed and controlled by elite networks? The truth isn't on the roads or runways. It's in the ownership you never see. If you're ready to uncover the next layer of global influence, subscribe to the Hidden Codex and tell us what you believe transportation control is leading to.